Hello. This video is going to explain a little bit about the five Lean principles. This is a methodology that an organization can use to implement Lean in a sustainable manner and making sure that actually works towards getting their strategic objectives. These five Lean principles, each one of them is a stage that contains methods, tools, that is going to help to define what Lean is about, where to implement it, how to do it, and how to continue. So we're going to start by saying the first stage is identify customers and specify value. At this point, an organization might say that they already know the customers and they know what they want. However, one thing that has been deemed true for several organizations, big and smalls, is that it's really nice, it's a good health and a good exercise to go back and ask those very basic questions, such as who are the customers and what they really want. So this is the first step because one of the objectives of lean manufacturing, of lean thinking, is to making sure that we deliver value. So we need to specify what value is for a specific organization. Value is basically the conjunction of all these requirements. Value, we can say that is for an organization is composed by the customer explicit requirements. That is, all the requirements that the customer says and describes right on front, maybe by speaking or maybe by writing. Those are usually what they have in the contract, in an email, in a request, in an order. However, those are not the only requirements that a customer may have. The second group is called customer implicit requirements. As you can imagine, this is requirements that not all the time the customer has in their mind. Probably they are not even aware of that, or they cannot explain it. But it is important for an organization that wants to create value to make sure that those customer requirements that are implicit are open and are discussed in the open and are being defined in the construction of the product or the service. The third, fourth, and fifth requirements here are more from the standardized normalization and regulation point of view. As you can see, there are many of them. Some of them are technical standards. Some of them are from environment, so that we can take care of the environment and not pollute, for instance. And the last one is legal regulation, something that is by law regulation and we have to comply with. Sometimes the customer does not explicitly says that we need to focus on that, but some other entities make sure that we actually comply with, especially in the government and especially when you are in the import-export business. The last one is for the company requirements. Those are requirements that are not sometimes even defined by the customer, neither the regulations, but the company want to make sure that the product or service comply with, since may create competitive advantage. This is the main point, competitive advantage. If those requirements make it happen, this competitive advantage, so that's when the company defines those requirements And sometimes they go ahead of time. For instance, when they created Facebook, nobody knew what Facebook is, so or say Facebook was. So at that time, we have no customer requirements, but the company has specific requirements since they knew that this was to be something innovative and disruptive for the entire market. Right now, on this activity, we're going to evaluate and know and develop two of the main engineering-oriented tools for specifying value. The 8 dimensions of quality, developed by Garvin, and the 5 service quality dimensions that was sprung to define what value is in a service. In the following videos, we're going to see each of those tools or explain and exemplify. Thank you.